We're continuing our conversation about Washington County Gives right here on 94.7 Blair Radio, BlairRadio.com. Thank you again to our sponsors for our community events, and that's Turnkey Nerds, 402-426-NERD. And so we were talking about the start, what the Community Foundation is, and the start of the Washington County Gives. It's coming up quickly. Can you believe it's at the end of the month, really? Yeah, we're at November.
It's almost November.
Yeah. And
just
so,
a month from tomorrow.
Yeah, so...
My daughter might have given me the Christmas countdown yesterday. It's not that far around the corner.
My son is writing that on the refrigerator every day. So
Here
just
we
a
go.
Reminder, we are there. So, but so it has been giving back to the community. So the way it works is that when people donate, whether it is in person or online, 100% of their donations go here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a true statement. So outside of Washington County Gives Day, there is normally a credit card processing fee. However, we've got a very generous donor that day that's going to take care of those fees. So on Giving Tuesday, which is November 28th of this year, 100% of all donations will go straight back to the nonprofits in Washington County.
And so that covers, has that been the same generous donor for the past 7
It has. Yes,
Okay.
the same exact family takes care of those processing fees for us.
Which is a big donation on its own.
Absolutely.
Because that is, and that's just an open check. That's amazing because you just don't know how many processing fees there's going to be.
Absolutely.
Correct.
Yes,
So,
we're very thankful.
Yeah. And so throughout the years, it has grown. So tell us about how, what you're able to give based off of what people are able to give throughout the years.
So we figured it out, and the total over the 6 years that we have done this is over $526,000. So that full amount, every penny of that has gone back to nonprofits in Washington County over 6 years. So in 2022, so last year, we raised over $133,000 just in that year.
Yeah.
Again, so every bit of that went back. Every year people will ask us, what's the goal? Well, we want to be able to do what we did last year and maybe a little more.
Maybe a little more.
So,
unless you hear me in the office, I always like to push a little bit further.
we like to
coming
push
from you.
Yeah. So we'd like to hit that.
I already have a goal in mind, but anyway, so.
Okay, so we're going to shoot for like $135,000 this year. Would be
You're
really awesome.
Okay, we'll
How's that?
We'll work that. Yeah. Okay. So, and then some, but.
So obviously we always want to, we want to shoot for the moon, just knowing what all the needs are. I mean, whether it's feeding people or the animals, or, I mean, there just is so many different things. Everybody has a need right now. So that's just our job, is try to get the word out there, and let as many people know, that this is coming up, and honestly, no donation is too small. We've got a couple of kids that come in every year and donate some money from their piggy bank, and my kids have done that before. So it's really anything. If you can donate $2 or $10 or $100, we will take anything. No amount is too small.
So the question people may have is, instead of donating directly to that nonprofit right now, why would we wait? And I have an answer to that, but
so the reason that you would want to do it on Giving Tuesday, one, you're avoiding any sort of credit card processing fee, so that's a big thing. But also, one of the really cool things that we have, because we have such a generous business community here in Washington County, is one of the things that we have really worked on is getting the hourly bonus sponsors. So watch for more details to come on that, but for sure between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. for any nonprofit in Washington County that gets a donation during that hour that has filled out their participation form, they are eligible for that $500 for that hour. So speaking of participation forms, we do have those. They are on our Washington County Gives Facebook page. So we just had a post, I believe, on Friday or just recently that has a Google Doc, just a really quick form that has your nonprofit name, and we just need your updated contact information.
Okay.
If you fill out that form and get it back to us by Friday, November 10th, then you are considered, quote unquote, participating. And that means when you get those donations throughout the day, your name will be thrown in for the bonus money. You can win at one time. So,
and we've had instances before, but literally when an organization gets a $5 donation during that 1 hour, they get put into the drawing. And there have been chances when they actually win the $500 because of that $5 donation. So
Exactly.
it's an opportunity for them to make more
Make a
money
much
on top
bigger
of their
difference.
money.
it's a big impact. Yes.
Yes.
A lot of the organizations that do get really involved with Gives Day, a lot of them have their own matching dollars set up or certain programs to incent their donors to make donations. So that's another reason too. So a lot of those organizations are working hard to get donations from the community. And like I said, a lot of them have matching donations on top of that from some of their own donors too.
Right. And so, again, a lot of this is built all around Giving Tuesday. And again, where you can amplify your giving, not just be based off of the no credit card fees, which is actually huge. It could be 3% or something like that. To also have a chance where your recipient of the donation could be multiplied by up to, for a $500 donation
Yes.
special. So again, we want to say thank you to all of those businesses that have stepped up, that have been part of this.
Absolutely.
And you guys, actually, it started off as a work trying to find the businesses and talk to the businesses. Probably at this point, you're getting a lot of businesses saying, oh, by the way, we're doing this, right?
Yeah. We want to be a part of it. Yeah.
And so, make sure you have our name involved. So, because they want to be able to give.
Like I said, we have an extremely generous business community here in Washington County, and there's been other businesses and organizations that have come to us, on that day or the next day and said, hey, we didn't tell you that we were doing this, but here's a donation towards your Gives Day. And they just came up with their own. So, if your organization or your business wants to come up with something amongst your employees, or if you want to donate a portion of your sales for that day, like I said, there's been several that have just done that on their own, which is, again, really just awesome.
And so, again, that is coming up. It's Giving Tuesday. It is always the first Tuesday after Thanksgiving.
Correct.
Which is the 28th this year.
It is.
So we are a month away from that, and you guys are feverishly putting stuff together now. It's all of a sudden kicked into high gear, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so this is part of just our regular timeline. So a lot of information will start coming out online on our Facebook page from our group, Washington County Gives. But like I said, you'll also start to see information from the nonprofit organizations in Washington County start to come out too.
And so we know that now is the time for the nonprofits to be able to sign up to be a part of it. You guys are small but mighty. From what I've seen, there's you have a pretty tight knit crew. What if somebody wants to be involved, to be able to be a part of the Washington County Community Foundation, volunteer or anything?
We've had a few new people that have reached out to us. So like Jordan said, we're hoping to do some exciting things in our office now that we have our own
You have your own
independent office downtown in Blair this year.
Yeah.
So we hope to do some exciting things down there. So volunteers are welcome to pop in that day, check in with us.
Or stop in and talk to me ahead of time.
Yeah.
And
Do they need to bring their own paintbrushes? No. Or is that done?
No, we don't need any painting right now. What could we have them do, though? There's always cleaning to be done.
There's always that. But so again, you had your open house and ribbon cutting for the new office. But again, stop in and check that out because it is just showing the progress that the community and people here. It's neighbor helping neighbor, and how that's an outward showing of how that is growing around us.
That's a great way to say it because there have been a lot of neighbors and just friends of the Community Foundation that have helped us put that office together.
Yes.
We've got people that have good connections with carpet and painting and furniture, things like that. So we've had a lot of people rally around us to help us get that dream of ours going.
And then, so what is, we know that we have Washington County Gives coming up on Giving Tuesday. What is the long-term goal for you guys? Do you have a future where you want to see this to be able to give more and more and more?
As far as Gives Day or the Community Foundation?
The Community Foundation.
Okay, so that is a great lead-in to the fact that in 2025, we will be celebrating our 25-year anniversary. So really, we have been working very hard to get the name of the foundation out there and what we do so that people understand, that we are here. We do support all of Washington County. And we have a goal, and I think it's safe to say that our goal is to have $15 million in total assets under our umbrella by 2025.
So that's just a couple of years away, less than 2 years away.
So we got some work to do, but things have been really positive. Really, we just want to sit and have those conversations with people, with families, with businesses about ways that we can be there to help support them and their charitable giving goals, or again, legacy. If people, they know that they want to do something in their will, we are happy to work with them on how the foundation can partner with them. So, yeah,
and
you'll see
people
more.
need to understand 15 million, that means that you guys are able to give grants of up to what, about $1 million a year?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, that's our goal.
That's our goal.
Wouldn't that be awesome to be able to give $1 million back to our community every single year?
Yeah, I was just doing quick math in my head there for a
Yes.
second. So, but yeah, that's about $1 million just in that, not including the Washington County Gives Day,
Right.
Day of Giving. So if you got to a point where you're being able to help provide $1.5 million to support and give back to the community, that's an exciting thing.
Well, and what an opportunity for our nonprofits to really start dreaming big.
Yeah. And that's really what it comes back to is saying you guys that have created nonprofits because you see the need and we want to help support it. So again, that's the big dream, and we all together can probably make that happen, can't we?
Yes. I think we can. I know we can.
So,
We'll get there.
All right. Well, we're going to have you guys come back in as we continue to get closer and be able to talk more about, like what the sponsors are and things like that.
We'd love to.
To be able to get people more excited and ready. But again, first, let's get the nonprofits involved. Again, how do they do that?
So go to our Facebook page, which is WCNE Gives on Facebook, and you can find the participation form. Quick form. It'll just take you a minute to fill it out. You can email it to us, drop it off at our office, send it via Facebook Messenger. Get that participation form. That allows you to be eligible to win that bonus money. But definitely check out our Facebook page. We do have Twitter and Instagram as well. Same, WCNE Gives.
All right. And is there a place, and I don't know where you guys are in the technology, where somebody can go in, it's like, I support this nonprofit. Are they on the list yet? So they can urge something there. Anybody
They
else
can just
do.
reach out and ask. They can send us an email or send us a Facebook message, and we can let them know if they have filled out their participation form yet.
Okay.
So we do have the list of all the eligible organizations on our website. But again, to be able to receive that $500 bonus money, they have to complete that form by November 10th. So
And let's get 100% participation.
That'd be awesome.
From the 100 plus
That'd be exciting.
nonprofits. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
So let's get everybody involved and really talk about what we as a community, as a county, can do for the county. So again, thank you for coming in and talking to us again. Any last thoughts or anything you want to make sure everybody knows?
Participation forms are due November 10th.
Yeah.
And even if they have filled out a participation form in years past, everybody's got to re-sign up each year. So get those in. We want you to be eligible for the extra dollars.
Because like you were saying, updating contact information and things like that, things change.
Absolutely.
So we want to make sure everybody has the updated information. So thank you for what you guys do.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.